What's up, everybody? I didn't check to see who was live or any of that stuff, so I'm just going live because I wanted to. So there you go. How are how are all of you doing tonight? What's up, James?
You just never know. So sad. And my heart goes out to Madeline Cuevas' family and this little girl's. Randy Kessler, thank you so much.
Pardon me for a minute. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. Much for being.
I'll be right back, okay?
There.
All right, I'm back.
We've been able to do, and I'm going to share it with you on how you can follow this strategy. All right, so I've got my handy dandy little whiteboard here, and Blue's Clues reference, by the way. And yeah, so we're going to start with some bad advice. We're going to start with the first one, and that is shorts. Now, let me just say, all the advice out there is bad, but let's understand your channel in shorts. Yes, I think that's bad. All right, so let me explain the YouTube Shorts before I get a whole bunch of hate in the comments for people that love YouTube Shorts. If you're trying to build an audience of people that are going to help you get,
I'm doing all right, James. Except for I'm kind of pissed off. The heater went out in my car today, so it is what it is. I'll get over it. I'll get through it.
There's going to be a few exceptions here, but I'm here to tell you it's going to be hard to get views from Shorts viewers. A perfect example of this is I have someone that's going through one of our trainings, and she started her channel using Shorts, and she has over 8,000 subscribers, and now she's struggling to get 150 to 200 views on her long form videos. But she's got 8,000 subscribers, doesn't matter. Okay? The problem is they're signed up to get Shorts. All right, so the second thing I want to share with you right here is editing for retention. Meaning, editing a video, keep things moving, right? You have sound effects. You want to flash up on the screen. We used to do it on our other channel, Rank Creators, which is over 100,000 subscribers. Was doing that. Not doing that anymore. Okay? The reason why is necessary.
Sorry, I'm watching the video, guys.
Watch that. You're gonna see.
Let's put the card in the car.
Whiteboard. I've got things to keep your interest. I'm also showing up the energy. A lot of people don't realize energy or inflection in someone's voice can hold attention. You also have to have a hook that's gonna get people to want to stop and watch it. Let me also just throw in here real quick because we talked about enough. It's not gonna matter.
Can you put that in the fridge, please? How are you doing tonight, James?
also grab the attention of people. Now, because people struggle with that, I have of 10 of our top titles on this channel and on this channel. And if you want, all right? And if you want it, just in the comments, post and I'll send it to you, all right? So people struggle. Without that, without any attention, we're not able to get it. You don't have to worry about it. All right? So let's move on. All right, so the last thing. Everywhere. Let's say you do, let's say it's a long form video. Let's say it's 15 or 30 minutes long. Okay, great. Then you're going to take that, you're going to cut it up, you're going to take an AI, you're going to chop it all up, you're going to go on TikTok, you're going to go on whatever, all these different platforms. No.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not me working on this at the time. The guy that thinks I just, watching all of this stuff, we're
I wonder who else live. Go stream snipe somebody or something. How about that? Let's go travel the streets of the YouTube.
yeah, it's not me.
Of the tube of you.
This is the thing that has allowed us to grow this channel so quickly, more than most new YouTube channels, which is fairly new. Getting to 20,000 subscribers.
Beast Mode's live. Bongs is live.
That I think any news channel should be focusing on. Number one is the title. I talked about that a minute ago. If you want that, like I said, the title has some strong hooks that are going to grab your audience attention. Make sure you put send it to you. So the second T is, well, the thumbnail. And again, this is where you might be listening to some of the other gurus and you think you have to have this flashy thumbnail, something that's going to look professional and all this. No. It's
Let's go drop in on Beast Mode.
The border has those exact turnstiles.
Okay, yeah, they've had those kind of turnstiles at our local Washington State Fair. They have those at some of the exits, and I've always wondered about it. So
well, that was a good question because I saw that too. The Titan it area. I was like, that's scary as shit. Like,
there's no height requirement either. You can go through.
I mean, but it does require 2 legs to go through.
yeah.
Sorry,
Let's
Harley.
see. So we got a song request here from Mike, paid for.
Who the fuck is paying you money?
Well, you know, it's supposed to be paid song request here, fucker. And here's the one he wants.
She's just the girl you want.
No.
Share my screen real quick before we play the song.
Oh boy,
Which one you want?
Ice Ice Baby.
Go ahead, Holiday. And we got Stock here. We'll bring him up.
How dare you? I made that
Yeah,
my thumbnail
really did.
for my other stream. How dare you?
Rice
What
gravy.
are you laughing at, man? Oh, what the fuck? I
Dora the Departed.
thought it was a video, but it's not.
Little
Poor
Jorge.
Dora. She's going on her next adventure. Yeah,
You
here's
say that's
Mike
your
Stone.
nail, Ben?
Rice.
What's up, Joe? How are you tonight? There's a link. Come on up if you want. If you want to. If you want to. I'm actually not going to show the video. For whatever reason. Vermilion ice.
Kicked in and I think it's all
Deadly, like a poisonous mushroom.
tempo. I'm on a roll. It's time to go solo.
Trying to go solo. So what? Just because you're sick as a dog don't mean you can't come up on panel. What's up, Stingray? I know that's weird, huh? Stingray. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird myself. Yeah, that's weird, I think. But, you know, YouTube does what they want. I don't know why they did that, but I guess we can't be called the community anymore. You can just be called posts. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Let's put this one on here. How about this one? How about the flat earth turtle? How have you been, Stingray? What's up, Wanda E? How are you tonight, sweetheart? What's up, Suze?
Wrong. I'm trying to figure out what the heck he was doing. Nice. I'm shaking right now. I didn't get you a stupid Christmas yet. You're done.
How are you tonight, Suze? Actually, my day was pretty good, but it ended shitty because my heater went out in my damn car. I priced the parts for it. It's not going to be too expensive, but putting it in is another story.
It's me.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going. How are you?
Oh, I'm sick as a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been almost a
That's fun.
decade. I know it. But I grew up much like the Amish. We don't believe in those vaccinations, and man, we're pretty much immune to everything.
Yeah.
I had
I
the
don't get
flu.
I don't get sick too often myself, but when I do, I get sick as hell, man.
Oh man, I had the flu when I was 15, again when I was 17, and then 2.5 colds my whole life. And here we are again. Ugh,
Wow.
it's terrible. Man, it gets worse and it gets better. It started Monday, and I'm a left side sleeper. My ear was all freaking, everything was going to hell. I'm like, what's going on? I had a sore throat coming on horrible. And then I
Yeah.
accidentally discovered, I wouldn't say cure, but it eased up quite a bit. I expected it to get way worse. I was so hungry I didn't eat, but I couldn't really eat. So on occasion I'll go to the refrigerator and get out my jar of sauerkraut and eat a couple of forkfuls. Turns out that sauerkraut eased up my sore throat.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what the hell have I just discovered? I thought it was going to get way worse because it just started coming on. And I'm like, man, it's going to be at least 2 days before my throat feels better. And
Yeah.
sauerkraut, I'd recommend it to everyone.
I just I use a concoction. I mean, I haven't used it for a minute, but I started using natural raw honey mixed in
Yes.
with some cloves of garlic chopped up in
Yes.
it and some lemon juice.
Yep.
It
Some
seems to work
ground up.
pretty good.
Yeah. I know of that recipe and a couple others similar, but involving raw honey. I like to get it from my Amish friends, and the garlic cloves.
Yeah.
You sit that around for I don't know how long, then you strain it. That takes a while, but man, that's
Well, I don't strain it.
antimicrobial.
I just leave all that shit in there and eat it when it comes out. You know what I mean?
Well, I love garlic. I love garlic powder. I love garlic salt, but I can't eat me a whole clove of garlic. I can swallow pieces of it without chewing it because, I mean, that's just a little harsh. Maybe not for everybody, but I can't chew up a clove of garlic. I'll be like chumming quick.
That's this fucking dog is.
But then Tuesday rolls around and I feel a little bit better. And here we are on Wednesday. And I'm like, man, what the hell is going on?
That dog right there.
Never even heard.
It's a cousin to the Greyhound.
Oh wow.
That dog's doing at least 40 miles an hour, dude.
Wow, no shit. There's a long leg.
Hey, Mrs. G2K, hello.
Legs fucking run fast.
Joe said hi, Ben.
Hi, Joe.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm getting better, I think. Got a head
That's
cold.
That's good.
That's good you're getting better, not good you got a head cold.
Yeah, that's good. You get better. That's what I meant. He said it.
I know what you meant.
So big day tomorrow. Big day tomorrow
Oh, yeah?
for my live stream. Yep.
What's up with that?
Well,
No, yeah. Stop.
I found a publisher for my book.
Yay.
So it doesn't cost a whole bunch, but it costs a bit. So I'm doing a fundraiser,
Okay.
and anyone who donates $25 or more will get, when the book comes out, I'll order them, I'll sign them, and put a personal note in each one of them and send them out to the people that are in the United States. Who put in $25 or more, because the book's gonna, I think we're gonna put the book for $35. So if you order it, if you donate to for the publishing, you'll save yourself $5 to $10. Plus, it'll be signed and personal. It'll be personalized to each individual person that donates. So, yeah, hopefully.
Well, that's freaking awesome news, and lucky for you, I just got paid. If you'll please text me again your Cash App, I will get that to you this evening.
All right on. Oh yeah. You'll be the first one to get a book then.
Hey, and I think I interrupted your last. You were going to say something else. I rudely interrupted you.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
If you did, I forgot already. So there you go.
I'm terribly famous for it. I hate it, but
Yeah, shit happens, you know.
ah, well, that's great news.
I thought
So
so.
when will you be hearing from this person?
About the book.
Yeah, the publisher.
As soon as I've already been in discussion with her. I decided to go with an independent publisher instead of a book company. I don't know. I just felt weird sending all my stuff to a company that I really haven't talked to personally. You know what I mean?
Just to have them turn it down.
And just to have them turn it down, or just to have them turn it down and then jack my poetry. You know what I mean?
Why?
I haven't, Stingray. I haven't seen it.
Pardon me. I'm only working with one eardrum here. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Was leaking fluid from it for like 2 days. It was clear.
Ear infection.
I don't know what I got. But
Where
then
did
the clear turned to light pink, and I'm like, I know what that means.
Yeah, if you got stuff coming out of your ear, that's an infection.
Or a brain injury.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
I've worked in the medical field, so I didn't want to tell my husband. I was like, I have to, just in case something goes wrong, because I'm not going to get doctor. Well, of course, I've also got spinal fluid leaking into my brain and my cranium, crushing the two main arteries up the back of my neck that go around either side of my head, and it calls for an epidural to remove the fluid. But if I do that, I also risk being paralyzed from the neck down. I could become a quadriplegic, and I'm like, I don't like that. So I'm willing. It is. I'm like, so I'm willing to tolerate these debilitating headaches, and I'll take 4 ibuprofen a day if I have to, which isn't good because, freaking Tylenol and ibuprofen eats the stomach lining. And I'm like, but can you see me a quadriplegic? My husband works so hard and he does so much when he's not working. He needs a quadriplegic to take care of? No, he doesn't need that. He would, but and I don't know what the percentage of, that being the outcome of the procedure. I forgot actually. The spinal fluid leaking in my brain is causing me to forget this, that, and the other from time to time. But I did once know the percentage of, that being the outcome of a quadriplegic. And I just wasn't happy with any percentage at that. But man, it's a laser guided needle. So, I think I'm just scared to death.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's stopping me, really. Odds are it might go very well. But when the odds are there's a chance that your life could be over at that point, I don't like those odds.
Yeah.
And we're playing with my life, and I don't like to. If I could be guaranteed that we could get through the procedure and everything would be all right, the debilitating headaches would go away, and we can just, get me back to normal health, that'd be great. But they can't guarantee me that. And man, would you take these chances?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would or not. But Stingray, like I know it sounds fucked up of me, but like I'm always so busy. I don't really have that much time to check all this comments and stuff that everybody leaves. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just being as real as honest as possible.
He said,
I can give
bro.
you my email address. I do tend to get to my email address, my emails better than I do get to my comment section and stuff. I mean, I know it sucks and I know that's an asshole-ish thing of me to do, but like I usually working 10 to 12 to 14 hours a day plus doing, you know, my regular family life and other appointments and shit. So it's hard for me, man. So, but I'll do my I'll check him out. I'll check him out. People are like, well, why don't you just do it when you're on your live stream? Well, then if I do it when I'm on my live streams, then you know, I can't pay attention to what's going on in the chat or people on panel, and you know, it's just a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, sometimes we get busy, but yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. That's not my business.
But I'm working on getting better. You know,
Yeah.
you could just do a show that's on your channel and respond that way, bro. Hey, that's a good idea.
That is.
That's a fucking good idea, girl.
Fan mail. And you could probably call it fan mail.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Fan mail.
That's a good idea, Stingray. I think I'll have to start doing that. I really think I'll have to start doing that. What's up, number 2 with fries?
Oh, help. He hates me. Oh, help.
Not around here, you won't. Not around here, they won't. Not on this channel, they won't.
I don't believe that he'll be naughty to me, but I just know that he does not like me, and we do not know each other.
Well,
he's heard stories about me. I've heard stories about him. I don't care to hold anything against him,
yeah,
but
sure, baby.
he's holding some shit against me that's not true. But anyway, how you doing, Two Fries?
Said I
Hope
don't
all
hate
is
anyone.
well. Then why you call me names all the time on people's panels? Why
Yeah.
be so mean?
I was thinking about maybe doing it once a week, you know. Let's go a week at a time. 2 times a month
Yeah.
works, but 2 times a month works. That's a good idea.
Maybe in the middle of the week, because nobody's really doing much in the middle of the week.
Yeah. That's a really freaking good idea.
It is. It is. I'm going to send you some anonymously. Excuse me. I'm sick. I'm going to mess with you. Send you some crazy ass anonymous fan mail.
Hell yeah.
Does Two Fries want to come up?
I don't know. I do have an open panel policy, so anybody that wants to come up is allowed to hit the link and come up.
There's a time he made me so mad, and I had to figure out how to process it or let it go. So I turned it into a joke, and I renamed him. But I'm famous for doing that. I've renamed everybody my whole life. I come up with some crazy ass shit. Speaking of shit, I think I called him taking a dump while eating fries. Taking a deuce, something like that. It was a long time ago.
You are an
I don't think
oddball.
it got. I don't think it got back to him. I don't think I intended for it to. I was just releasing some, anger. Be nice, Two Fries.
Oh, Stingray. She's got to go to bed.
Uh-oh. It is late.
Man, it's never late. It's always early. It's always early somewhere.
I'm doing my news right quick. Hang tight. I'll be right back.
All right.
Henry, are you sleeping? Go. Go. Go.
Oh, I'm going to be the last thing you hear when you go to sleep. Oh, that's cool to know.
No, yes, stop.
The pin cushions for what? I'm looking for my next time. I'm looking forward to my next time.
I'm gonna fix this because it's about to come off.
I'm looking forward to the next time I get to be a pin cushion.
Mm. Well, Stingray, I hope you have a good night's sleep. I'm not going to be up here too long. I was trying to do that myself before GTK come up. Get some rest and sleep this damn pain off.
You get weekly pain shots? My friggin' insurance won't cover more than 8 injections a year, dude.
I don't get no pain shots. I don't get no.
No. Stingray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang. What do y'all get them for?
My back.
I imagine chronic pain.
Oh, yeah. I got chronic pain like you wouldn't believe. I was pushed off a 26-foot balcony when I was 23 years old.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah. We was at a bachelor party and the entertainment just left, and I went and sat outside and I sat up on the handrail of the balcony. And the next thing I know, I hear this voice behind me and it says, "Can you fly?" Boom! Hands on my back, just shoved me off the balcony, man.
Mm-hmm. Freak.
Yeah, about paralyzed me, man.
My God.
I landed flat on my ass. The T12 and T11 vertebrae compressed together so much that like your discs in your back, they're supposed to be like the thickness of like 5 nickels stacked on top of each other. What's up, Esso? Mine is the size of mine was the thickness of a dime. The ER doctor turned pale white when he's like, "How did you?" When I told him, I was like, "I walked in here, man."
Wow.
Yeah, I was in like a half body cast for like 6 months almost.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's awful. So then from there on, it's been a lifelong ailment.
It really didn't bother me too bad up until about 8 years ago. And then it's just been getting fucking worse and worse and worse, man.
That's tremendous. Could
They want to put this, huh?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They want to put this permanent like TENS unit, TENS unit.
I have one of those, yeah.
In my back, but I won't do that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of wild, a permanent.
Yeah.
Were you able to hold the abuser accountable?
Nope.
Don't even know who it was, do you?
I don't even know who it was.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
They just snuck up behind him and said, "Can you fight?" and pushed him. But yeah,
Yep.
probably didn't even see who it was. Huh?
And I hit the ground. It rang my bell so hard. Like I rolled over on my side, and I pushed myself back up, and I reached in my pocket, grabbed my cell phone, and called my mom and dad. And I was like, I just got pushed off this balcony. I don't know who the hell it was, and they came to where I was at. They called me when they got there. The whole time I'm laying on the ground, and nobody came outside and shit.
Was this before you were with Jenny or
after? Way after I was with Jenny, and my phone rang. My mom and dad showed up, so I got myself up off the ground. I walked around his house, through his front yard, climbed into the back seat of my mom and dad's Blazer. They had a '74 Chevy Cheyenne K5 Blazer. I crawled in the back of there, and they took me to the ER. and I got out of the Blazer and basically crawled into the fucking ER. And that following Monday, I was supposed to be to work because I worked for the city, the parks department. And I called out. And my boss was like, "What the hell happened to you?" He didn't even, because I was at my boss's house. He's like, "What the hell happened to you?" I'm like, dude, I almost got paralyzed, man. Some asshole came up behind me and said, "Can you fly?" and push me off your fucking balcony, dude. Like, what? He's like, "You were not going to sue me." I was like, "Why? How could I sue you for it?" I was the one who was sitting, I was the one sitting on the edge of the handrail. You know what I mean? I was sitting on the railing. You know, why would I hold my boss responsible for something somebody else did? You know what I mean? What's up, Megan? But yeah, so I just barely started getting injections in my back last year, and my insurance only covers 8 injections a year. And I haven't had injections in my back since May. So it's been a minute.
Are they costly?
Oh yeah, they're way costly. It's like 15 grand each time I go in and get it done.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This next one though, he's doing something that I haven't gotten done before. He's going to go in and he said there's 4 nerves that he's going to burn. And then 2 weeks later, I'll go in and they'll do injections in my back. And the injections will be 7 injections on each side of the spinal cord. And then an epidural above the T12 and an epidural below the an epidural below the T12 and an epidural above the T11 vertebrae.
I heard about numbing or burning the nerves. You know, I don't know. I didn't look into it too much. I don't know if it's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I gotta do something. I know epidurals are temporary, but I will not have surgery on my back. There's too many things that can go fucking wrong, and I refuse to do it. I won't do it.
That's a lot to go through when you get back surgery.
Yep. I'd rather figure out a way to endure the pain, man, and just go through the pain myself, man. Nope.
I heard that. Yeah, that's why I won't play around with, any part of my spine.
Yeah.
Even if it's, the needle's laser guided.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be lined up perfectly. I don't know. I'm just terrified. Yeah, my spine's not a toy. We don't play with that.
Yeah. Like that's how bad the pain gets. Like in the first place, I'm totally petrified of needles. So just to let him go in and do the injections in my back, it's hard enough for me to do that way.
Damn, Esso. Holy cow. So what's your status now after that, Esso? Holy mackerel. You okay?
Holy shit. When was that, Esso? Holy shit, man.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
You need some water?
Oh my God.
I had to have emergency surgery on my gallbladder back 2 years ago. And they gave me 30 what was it they gave me, babe? The pain pills they gave me for my No, for my gallbladder.
Oh, can't remember.
What's
pain
the,
pill?
yeah.
It was hydrocodone. Isn't it hydro?
No, oxycodone.
Yeah, oxycodone. Yeah, I
It
get it.
gave me 30, I think they were 50 milligram oxycodones. I took one of them and I didn't take another one of them, dude. I mean, it was
I know
painful.
that.
It was fucking painful as hell, dude.
Oxytens, Oxytens, I think. Or something.
Oh, well, I guess my wife said she thinks they were Oxy-10s, but whatever.
I know that's right. Those things are dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big pill guy, man. I'm really not.
Ooh. No, my brother and I, well, my late brother and I are like that. You know, we take aspirin, and 2 days later, we're convinced it's still in our throat. We're all choking on nothing.
Yeah.
We're like, you know, the damn thing's not there. It just feels like it. We don't take anything. Well, mostly didn't until recently. You know, sometimes that pain is unbearable.
Yeah.
And with his head cold, I've already had head pain from the spinal fluid.
And I have, yeah. And I have an extremely high tolerance for pain. So if I say I'm hurting, I'm hurting.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. My husband knows that. If I complain about it, it's because I can't take it anymore. I have a very high tolerance for pain because we lived with it growing up. You know, whatever happened, happened. We didn't go to the hospital. We didn't, you know, get pain medication. We just toughed it out. You shook it off.
Yeah. About like 4 weeks ago, I had a Viagra get stuck in my neck, man. I fucking walked around with a stick meth for a week and a half, dude.
Ow. I discovered a new pain today in my rib cage. Don't make me laugh. Oh.
Yeah, stiff neck really killed me for about a week and a half, man. It was fucking intense.
And I'm just finding out about this now.
Yeah, I didn't want to know.
Ow. Yeah, so this damn cold. My husband's sick too, and our symptoms do not match. So I want to know what dirty bastard got me sick. And I only go to like the drive-through occasionally and to the gas station. Uh-oh. Let me put you on hold for just a moment. My honey called me.
All right.
I don't know what's up. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I'll look into it. I'll look into it, Stingray.
She didn't have anything to say.
Damn Viagra, anyway.
You're all trying to say it's serious. That looks just like Anne. Look at. Is that not? Did you see her?
Like Jay and Ann?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks almost exact, except for she don't. That lady doesn't have a mole on her forehead. But look, watch. Here, come on. There.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That is so crazy. The dog bite. Nine people watching. That's a good one.
Okay, no
What's up,
alarm.
Texas?
Nothing to be alarmed about. There's an accident. He's gonna be like late.
All right.
Had to get off the interstate and find a new way to get around the accident and get on back this way. So thank goodness everything's okay. He's gonna be late.
Nice. I'm just gonna make myself full screen because I don't want to get struck. But I'm gonna listen to what they had to say. So Stingray said I should get another opinion from another specialist before I get it done. So I thought I'd look up some videos on YouTube and see what they say about it.
Right on.
Or back pain. Now you heard. Hey, in this video, I'm going to tell you.
So this one says why you should never get a radio frequency ablation for chronic back pain.
Look at his face.
Right?
Look at his
Wait.
face.
It depends on the frequencies.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So
You why you should never get a radio frequency ablation for your back pain. A radio frequency ablation, also known as an RFA, is commonly explained to patients as a nerve burning procedure. And it's offered to patients in pain management clinics specifically for lower back pain. Now, you heard right, it is a nerve burning procedure. I'm going to tell you all about why you should not burn your nerves. And there's just a few situations where you might actually benefit from this procedure. I'll explain that as well. My name is Dr. David Minoff, and I'm a specialist physical therapist at El Paso Manual Physical Therapy. And this channel is dedicated to helping people stay healthy, active, and mobile without unnecessary surgery, injections, or pain medications. Please consider subscribing to this channel so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos we post each and every week. Now, when would a doctor offer you an RFA treatment? Usually doctors offer this after over-the-counter pain medications have failed you, as well as prescription strength pain medications, including medications to treat nerve pain like Lyrica and gabapentin. Oftentimes people have had injections at this point, and they have only temporarily worked and have not given any sort of long-term back pain relief. Now, radiofrequency ablation is usually described as a non-invasive technique.
And I've taken just about every medication you could take for back pain. Huh? Yes, sir. I took it a year ago.
I heard Miss GTK mention a medication. Damn, now I forget. The first one, when you ask her what medication you took, Tramadol. Did you take that?
I'm currently taking it.
I had a very bad experience with that shit.
Yeah.
Man, my body got addicted, but I did not because I don't have that mentality. Well, I don't know what prevented me from, my mental state saying, I need my pills. I ran out. It was just becoming the weekend. I didn't want to disturb my doctor by calling in the back line and asking for a refill. I was like, I'll just wait till Monday, leave her alone. Over the weekend, it was a nightmare. The pain that my body felt, I was confused at first. I was like, what the fuck, man? I was already in pain that I could tolerate, but then on comes this pain that I was not familiar with. And it took me a little bit to realize that my body was addicted to the Tramadol. I was furious. I was like, that's it. I'm not taking that shit anymore. Had I gotten my prescription, I may have made the friggin' addiction worse, where it traveled to my mind and I got to where I was like, give me my pills. I was like, I'll never be one of those people ever.
Yeah.
And I called my doctor on Monday and I was like, we've got to find something else because this is what happened and it makes me sick. I'm not going to be that person. But
That's
I know
creepy.
it affects people differently, but also because I've never been one to take pills like my whole life, occasionally Tylenol or ibuprofen, especially when my molars were growing in. Oh my God, at 18, that was a nightmare. All four of them wanted to come in at the same time. But, I've never really taken anything growing up or throughout my whole life. So maybe because, I was completely new to medications and decided to take them for the head pain that I feel, which is really terrible. Sometimes it's unbearable pain, and I've been living with it with just what the hell is that, ibuprofen? But that Tramadol, I've heard people say, "Oh, I don't have an addiction to it," but my body was addicted, and next step, my head was going to be addicted to it. But I think it affects people differently. Am I right or wrong about that?
No, all medication affects everybody differently.
I mean, do you feel some kind of addiction to the Tramadol? Can
No.
you go without it?
Yeah.
And your body doesn't get into a state of pain that's unreal. It's ridiculous.
No, it really does. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't help me out that much at all, really, in the first place. So
It didn't do anything for my pain, to be honest with you. I was like, why am I taking this shit? It's not helping. And then when I wasn't taking it, I was like, oh, I was furious.
Yeah.
To the point I did a public service announcement with a couple of friends. I was like, man, watch out for this shit. It was crazy. It didn't do anything for my pain.
Yeah.
It's not typically considered a surgery. However, they are going into your body non-surgically and burning nerves. So the reason why they don't say it's surgery is because they don't actually use a scalpel. They don't cut you open. They don't stick any cameras inside of your body typically. So it's a minimally invasive procedure, usually done with some very thick syringes or some very thick needles where they can put in the tools that actually burn the nerves. If you ask me, it pretty much is surgery or a very tiny step away from having surgery. I think it's a marketing ploy as to how they say the words about what they're doing to your body to make sure that they don't scare you too much. Now, it is one step away from the more traditional surgery. So at this point, if you've been offered an RFA treatment, then you're probably one step away from getting some sort of spinal surgery. Now, the question we get all the time is which nerve is burned? Let me just show you on the skeleton where the nerves are here. So here's the lower back, right in this area. And these nerves that come off to the sides are what we call the nerve roots of the lumbar spine. Now, the nerve roots branch into what's called a medial branch and a lateral branch. Medial just means it whips around back towards the middle of the spine, but it goes towards the back. And that is the nerve that's typically burned in an RFA procedure. That nerve innervates the facet joint, which is right there where I'm trying to stick my fingernail, as well as the deepest muscles in the area. And then there's a branch that goes to the skin in the area as well. So the median branch of the nerve is what's burned, and it typically innervates muscles, skin, and the joint in the area. Now, what is the downside of burning a nerve in your lower back? Well, for one thing, we don't know if the nerve regrows. Patients are often told that it might regrow. There's no certainty in the nerve regrowing at all. Now, people are doing this procedure in an effort to cut the nerve off to the area that's possibly generating the pain. So the theory is that if that nerve is burned off, then the joint that it's innervating is no longer innervated, which means you don't feel the pain anymore. But along with the innervation to the joint, you also lose innervation to the muscle, the deep muscles of the spine, specifically the multifidus muscle, which is one of the deepest muscles of the lower back. This could be setting you up for other problems like disc problems and stenosis issues. And what you have to realize is if your back pain is truly related to that specific joint on that specific side, then this burning procedure may then help you. But if it's more than just that, if it's more than just the facet joint on that side of the spine, if you also have a disc problem, a stenosis problem, you have a muscle problem, then you could be missing the rest of the issues that could contribute to your back problem. That's because of the complexity of back pain that this procedure often does not solve the entire back pain problem. It is shown to reduce pain in research studies out there, and there are patients that say that they feel better as far as their back pain, but there isn't a lot of research showing the long-term effects of getting an RFA, a radiofrequency ablation for back pain, having lost a nerve in the lower back. Now, I would love to see this research to see if there's a higher frequency of like disc problems, disc herniation surgeries, spine fusion surgeries. There just isn't much out there at this point, which doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It's just that we don't have it documented in scientific research at this point. And what I can tell you as an expert physical therapist is I see people here in the clinic all the time that have had failed radiofrequency ablation procedures. In other words, they went and got the procedure done and their back pain continues. And we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here in treatment because now, as a physical therapist, I'm trying to get them to use their muscles and they don't have good activity in those muscles because the nerves have been burnt to the area. So what do you do instead of doing an RFA? What other treatment have you possibly not tried? Now, obviously, treating the muscle imbalance by getting the weakest muscles stronger is the number one treatment that we do here in the clinic. So number one, I would recommend going to physical therapy. Now, if you've already done physical therapy and it did not work out for you, I urge you to go back to a different clinic, try a different therapist, find an expert in your area. What you must realize is that if you went to a clinic that specializes in treating people right after having had surgery, then it's probably not going to be the best clinic to get you better if you're looking to avoid having surgery. If you're dealing with back pain and you don't have a recent history of surgery, like you didn't have surgery within the last few months and you're still recovering from that surgery, then most physical therapy clinics are not going to be set up to help you out. Their clinics are usually set up for people to do tons of exercises and run through a circuit of exercises. And that's best for people that have just had a surgery because they just need to kind of get moving and get going again. And treating a specific back problem isn't usually their specialty. So what you need to look for is a clinic that doesn't usually see people that have just had surgery. Now, to be even more specific in what kind of treatment to look for, here at this clinic, I'm looking to treat a muscle imbalance in the area. If you've got back pain that you're looking to get a radiofrequency ablation procedure for possibly, chances are the joint is what's affected, and that joint is affected because you've got an imbalance of muscle strength surrounding your lower back. Usually the back muscles are actually overdominant, the abdominal muscles are weak, and so are the glute muscles down here below the lower back. Those glute muscles often get weak, and that's what needs to be treated, the abdominals and the glute muscles. And sometimes it's even a specific part of the abdominals, like the lower abdominals. It just depends on the individual. Often when we see people here in the clinic for a back problem and they've had a failed radiofrequency ablation, we're just a couple of months away from strengthening their abdominals and their glutes enough to have a reduction in their back problem. Now, I just want to let you know we have a program called the 28-Day Back Health and Wellness Boost Program, where we've packaged many of our exercises and teachings on how to help a lower back problem over the course of 28 days. That's a 100% online and on-demand program, so you can access it from anywhere that you've got a screen and an internet connection. You can find details on this program down in the description below. Just look for the link for the 28-Day Back Health and Wellness Boost Program, and you can learn all about it. Now, when would an RFA be a good idea? If you thoroughly strengthen your abdominals and your glutes, and you have seen absolutely zero improvement in your back pain, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that you got stronger in your abs and your glute muscles, then that might be a situation where you might look to get this nerve actually burned. Another situation could be if you, for some reason, cannot strengthen your abdominals and glutes, like you've got some neurological problem, maybe you've had a stroke or some other nerve problem, some spinal cord injury, and you just can't get strength in your abdominals and glutes for that reason. Or another reason, which I would think is valid, is if you're lazy, if you're admittedly lazy. I get patients sometimes that say, you know what, I'm just not going to exercise. And you know that you're okay with the long-term effects, the side effects of having the muscles not working in your back because the nerves are burned, then a radiofrequency ablation might be appropriate for you to get your back pain down. Just have an understanding that it's only going to be a temporary improvement. And now, before going through with the radiofrequency ablation, make sure that your doctor does do a nerve block test. Now, I haven't met a doctor that hasn't done this yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's one out there. So if you happen to run into a doctor that's looking to do an RFA, they should be doing a nerve block test where they go into your spine and they get to that nerve that they're looking to burn, and they do what's called a nerve block. They do a little procedure to numb the nerve, and then they ask you, is your pain better? If your pain is better, then they are more certain that that's the nerve that they need to burn. So when they go do the procedure, they don't miss, they don't fail. Hey friends, I really hope you don't have to get an RFA treatment. I hope you can get stronger in the right areas and really break through this back problem. Most people dealing with a failed RFA do get better here in the clinic. They just have not found the right kind of treatment that they need for their back problem. And going to physical therapists can be very confusing because one might tell you one thing and another might tell you another thing. And doctors don't typically know who's a good physical therapist and who's not. You've got to go try out the one that works for you. And you might also be recommended a physical therapist that doesn't work out for you. You might need to find another one that can guide you along in the right way. And don't forget that we've got an online program that you can download right now. Just go to the link in the description below. If you're looking for more help with back problems, we've got more free help on our channel. Also, link in the description below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Huh.
That was pretty wild.
Right. My mom took cortisone injections for years for her spine injuries. Said sometimes it worked great, sometimes not. Yeah, I've done the cortisone. It didn't work very well for me at all.
Yeah, not the rest of it won't.
So
I've been looking into holistic healing.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a doctor who back in 2020 I learned of. Her name is Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. When the Rona started, and she was at every board meeting that she could possibly be at. We won't get into too much of that, but she was against it, and for a number of reasons. And she voiced her opinion, and she's very, very good. She has 10 clinics that I know of. She might have some.
Go ahead. You're fine.
Oh, she may have some in your state. Look up Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. She's a holistic healer. And I'm interested. I've actually been interested since 2020 learning of her and learning her viewpoints on a lot of the shady shit that's going on in the medical field. So in your state, see if she has some practices.
Sherry what?
Tenpenny, Tenpenny. Sherry with an S. Well, it'd have to be with an S, otherwise it'd be Cherry. Ow. I think I've seen it spelled with a CH before. Oh, when I'm tired, I get retarded.
It happens.
Where almost everything is funny. Ow. Man, this new pain in my rib cage. Where did it come from? Why is it here? A lot of people are complaining about this cold that they're getting. Like in unusual numbers, and I've been keeping an eye on that since 2020. And for
my wife got it. My wife got it. She got it right before Thanksgiving, and it took her almost a month to get rid of it.
Oh, my goodness, that's hideous. But here in the last day or two, I've heard people saying that, you know, they're over it within 48 hours. I'm beyond 48 hours right now. And why is my husband's symptoms way different than mine? You know, I mean, he woke up throughout the night, a couple of nights vomiting. I only did once, and that was during the afternoon, I think yesterday. But our symptoms are way different. Like I can't even hear out of my left ear. Um, the throat is irritated. Of course, the nose is stuffy and runny. Ugh, the phlegm is unreal, and the cough is hideous, and the head pain is just ah. But he has much different symptoms. I don't want to speak of all his symptoms because they're grosser than mine. Ow. Um, you know, and I'm like, what dirty bastard got me sick? What the hell? I rarely leave the house. But it could have been the ATM pad. It could have been anything. I'm not going to rack my brain trying to figure it out, but it's been more than 48 hours. And a lot of people are talking about a lot of different things going on, which is raising my suspect radar.
Yeah. No, she doesn't have a practice here in Idaho.
No.
Nope.
What? Never mind. I will talk about that offline.
Ohio's the closest place. So.
Hang tight. Oh, goodness.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's been a decade since I've been sick, and that lasted like a day and a half. It didn't even hurt.
What's up,
much.
Shahar? Shahar Jessa Gaon? Shahar Jessa Gaon. Gaon? How'd you find the channel, man? Where you from? How'd you find the channel, my friend? Oh, do you know Eso? Eso. I've never had the flu.
Oh, I
Just had
did
colds.
when I was a kid. I haven't had it since I was 17. It was a nightmare, too. I'm talking. It laid me out. But I haven't had it as an adult.
Was I at least close on pronouncing your name? Or did I totally slaughter it? I'm from Idaho, man. In the United States of America.
I'm going to say it's She Our Jessa Gone. I'm sorry.
Shahar Jessa Gaon.
I'm sorry. She Our Jessa Gone.
Yeah, I've never had the flu. That I can recall anyway. Nope, never.
That's a miracle.
I've never gotten a flu shot or anything here.
Huh.
I don't believe in that shit.
Did your parents have you inoculated when you were younger?
Up until I was about 14. When I started saying fuck that shit and did it myself. Made my own decisions.
Oh, I was like, you started. Ow.
No, I just started inoculating myself now. Come on. I just whipped up a little bit of Pepto, mixed in a little bit of bleach, and fucking boom, right in the butt cheek. Works every time. Come on now.
I was like, I got a weird friend. No.
And she thought I was inoculating myself with my own concoctions, man. God damn.
Oh my gosh.
Try. We'll succeed one day. What are you talking about, bro?
Next thing you know, you were selling them.
Will you let me know if I was close on pronouncing your name in it anyway? I'd
Right?
like to think I was. Shahara Jasagon. Jisa. Jisa? Yeah, Jisa.
Sheer.
My
Aha.
nostrils are closed, I guess. What do you mean? My nostrils are closed. I'm pretty sure they're wide open. Let's see. Yep, they're good.
Might be talking to me. Well, I can't hear. I've only got one
Oh,
eardrum.
nostrils are closed. I haven't had the flu. It's why, it's kind of a joke, I guess.
I don't know. How different do I sound from the normal way I sound?
I don't think you sound any different.
No, I feel like I sound different.
Nope. I don't think so. Of course, I am deaf in one ear and half deaf in the other ear, so,
Ow. Ow. How you gonna recognize my voice? How you know it's me?
Because I just know things. I'm the knower of knowing stuff. You didn't know that? I'm the knower of knowing things.
I know stuff.
I know stuff. I know some stuff once. I gave up on that shit though,
Yeah.
I figured
No.
I figured knowing shit was that overrated, so I just quit trying to know stuff.
Mhm.
There was just a lot of bit of bullshit in that one. I'm saying.
I know. Because I was like, no, I need to know stuff.
That's why they call me get to know, because I don't know shit.
Ow. God help. Man. I'm
One
wondering
day
if
I will
somebody
join your
friggin'
panel and let you know the correct pronunciation. Well, why not now? There's no time better than the present. There might not be it tomorrow. There might not be it tomorrow.
straighten us out.
And one of these days, for every single one of us on this planet, there won't be a tomorrow.
One of these days.
Yep.
It's looking like we're living in Revelation as we speak.
It's seeming like it to me.
Yeah, the Bible's playing out right now. People are calling good evil and evil good, and it's going like wildfire. All these people out here, they're being crazy. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They're just running amok throughout the world, justifying wrong as right and right as wrong, and that's a good reason to stay out of the public.
It's a good reason to stand your guard and fucking just do what you need to do to fucking make that shit not go away. You know what I mean?
True that. I've been
You need to be a fucking warrior for God, man.
I've
That's
been
what it's
doing my
about.
best. Stockpile my grub, my gold. Didn't stockpile the wine. Gonna start one day. But gold, silver, grub. Man, you ought to see my storage for my jugs of water. Holy cow. Boy, do I have a lot of water. So I'm a prepper.
Yeah,
I
but the
have some-
shitty thing about storing a bunch of water is it makes it so you can't be mobile. You know what I mean?
True that.
You're stuck with your water. Because this is one thing I do know for sure. Water is fucking heavy as hell, dude. Heavy
that.
as hell, dude.
So you get those tablets, that makes water clean. I've been trying to remember to get them. I've seen them advertised.
Yeah, it's called build a fire and boil that shit.
True, but what if you're on the move and you come upon a puddle and it's dirty water and you gotta act fast?
Use charcoal.
There's many different ways to filter water. You can evaporate water and filter it that way too.
Yeah, I learned of a way. I don't think you'd appreciate it, but hell, it's worth talking about, to be honest. I saw it, those preppers way back when they used to be on TV a lot. I don't watch your average TV. If it's not helping my brain build anything important, that's not adding good knowledge. I don't want to watch the shit. But they dug a hole and they put a bottle there
Yeah.
and put a plastic tarp over it and
Yep.
into a point into that bottle, and then they peed on the plastic.
Yeah.
And
You piss in the dirt, you piss in the sand, and it evaporates up out of there, and it collects on the plastic, drips down into your bottle.
Yeah, you pee on the top of the plastic, and underneath the condensation builds and drips. And I was like, well, that's one way to do it. Good thing I
What's
got a
up, Warrior
mate.
Nun?
Right, good thing I got a mate who can pee in a, I can't do that. Well, I imagine I could, but I'm like, baby, get ready. I'm gonna set this up. We're gonna have some water. I'm gonna need you to pee on this right quick.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's what you're supposed to do. What they say anyway. But yeah, I gotta do is just boil water, and it'll be fine. It might not taste the
Right.
greatest, but all you gotta do is boil that shit.
True, I'm into getting some flint, to be able to start a fire. My
Yeah.
husband keeps and I hate his damn, oh my gosh, the lighters. What are they? The flip, the silver case, Zippos.
Zippos?
Yeah, when we were kids, we thought they were cool. Hmm?
Oh, the dog. She's talking to the dog. What's up, Viper?
Thought Zippo lighters were cool when we were kids, but they smell like hell. However, that's his lighter of choice. He's got
Yeah.
plenty of flint for those, and, we'll be able to light some shit on fire. But in
Oh,
case
yeah.
he runs out of fluid,
I can start a fire with a stick and a string, so there you go. Warrior Nun says hi, babe.
Hi,
haven't
Warrior
tested-
Nun. Good to see you here.
I haven't tested my skills on I know how to with the stick and the string. I've also seen a lot of people screw it up and take a lot of time. I haven't tested my skills. So I think, I think I know how to set one with, flint, chopping off that flint till it sparks. If you've got the
Yeah.
right material it's sparking on, I kind of want to really do that. I'm like, I think I can do that. I'm all excited about trying.
All right, Shahar. Take care, bro. Be good, man, or be good at it. Either one.
Bye.
It don't really matter.
Have a good one.
See, where most people screw up trying to make a fire with a stick and a string is they try to use basically like a flat piece of wood without any cracks in it. In order for fire to burn, it's got to have oxygen. It's got to have oxygen.
You gotta have the airflow.
So you got to split that wood, just like in Castaway. People, there's some truth behind what they did in Castaway.
Yup.
What's burning?
Nothing is burning. There's nothing burning.
You don't smell that?
Mm-mm.
It don't smell like burnt marshmallows.
It's not. There's nothing burning.
Wow. I love the smell of Zippos too. Flapper.
I hate to say it, but I hear the garage door, and that's my cue.
All right, sweetheart. Be good.
I'll check with you later. Take it easy,
All
man.
right.
Bye, Miss D2K.
Bye, Joe.
Hey, good night.
Good night. Well. I think I'm gonna get out of here myself, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody head over to Beast Modes. I think Beast Mode's still alive. Let me see. Let me go check. Let me check. I'll send you guys all over to Beast Modes. Do a panel, do a raid them, a G2K raid. Yeah, he is. Here. Get rid of that one. Everybody click this link for me. Just do a raid on Beast Mode, everybody. hit that link, go raid Beast Mode, tell them G2K sent you. With that being said, do me 2 favors, everybody. Number one, try to love one another right now because we might not get a chance to do so tomorrow. In fact, there's some of us that are here today that won't get that chance to do so tomorrow, so we might as well take advantage of it while we can. Number two, tell your friends about me because you're going to want to know, get to know. Laters. All you fucking haters. See you fucking laters. Laters, everybody. Oh, Maria G just showed up. What's up, Maria? 130 signatures on this petition, you guys. Hell yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm loving it, guys. The only way I'll stay up here, Maria, you want to come up on panel before I leave? I'll stay if you want to come up on panel. Because y'all know how much I just love being on panel by myself. Warrior Nun.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's not sure.
This boy. This boy. This woman. This woman. Oh, you're leaving, Maria? Okay, well, then I'm getting out of here. Stop! Okay, well, are you going to go live later? When are you doing a live stream, Maria?
Noya, stop. Lay down. Noya.
Maria! I'm feeling like a West Side Story. Oh my Lord, you're worse than anything else I know, dude. Well, let me know, will you? I'll come and join you, Maria. If you do, I'd love to. I'd love to join you. So anyway, this is G2K. I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for spending some time with me. Much love to most of you and a complete hatred for some of you. I'm just being honest. But none of you that are here today, but maybe some of you that are watching in the rest stop. So there you go. Laters. All you fucking haters. See you fucking later. Laters.